ntacyo nabatwaye simbizi rwose niba babaho niba batabaho ntubimbaze.
You can be the moon and still be jealous of the stars. Feelings of envy can happen to anyone. It is how you walk through your own jealousy, or brush off other people's jealousy, that will keep you moving life. We bring you a woman that tells a story about how she had a family that was well off and wealthy, but their own family members stole everything she had, and now cancer is killing her slowly by slowly. She says that the woman lying over there is her mother. She has been suffering from cancer and severe wounds for 6 years now. She says that her and her mother are so poor to the extent that they don't have where to live. They walk around looking for unfinished houses that are being built and start living there until the owner comes and chases them away. And that's when they look for another. This is the girl's mother. She is called Halima. She says that all this started about 7 years ago when she lost her husband. She says that she gave birth to 9 children, but 2 of them are dead. She stays with one and she has no idea about the rest. She says that she woke up one day and couldn't see any of them. She says that the big wound on her head came like a small pimple, and when she scratched it, it blew up and became bigger. She tried to treat it, but it failed. So she went to the hospital, and that's when she was told that she was infected with cancer. When she lost her husband and her firstborn, who used to give her some money, her life changed totally. She got infected with cancer in a way that she couldn't tell. She lost her job and almost all her children too. She started looking for what to do in order to earn a living. And that's when she came across a job of sweeping and cleaning the streets. But that made her cancer situation even become worse, because a lot of dust from the street was getting on her wound. She says that when her wound got worse, pieces of her skin started falling off. The wound started rotting and harboring maggots in it. By then, life was a disaster and she always wished for death to come and take her all the time. The young girl says that when her father was still alive, he always used to tell her mother not to tamper with the small wound on her head and take it to the hospital, but she always ignored him and underestimated the wound, not knowing that she was suffering from cancer. She says that when they lost their father, life turned around. Her mother also got sick in a mysterious way, and after some time, she couldn't work anymore, begging while maggots are all over her head. She says that since they were wealthy, most of their family members always wished to take their family's property, and they did everything in their power to get it. One day, she remembers that her mother died, and when they took her for burial, they were shocked to see her wake up and ask for food. After that scenario, it was very surprising that when they got home, all their belongings had been sold off by their family members. And that's how they started living on the streets. She says that they one day came across a good Samaritan who was touched by her mother's condition and gave them some little money that they have been using for treatment, which is now over and they don't know what's next. She says that she does not know what happened to her children. She says that she is being taken care of by her daughter, who is also jobless, but she tries to look for places where people are building. She helps them and carries building materials, and they give her some little money that they both use to buy food for survival. The girl says that she's also facing a lot of problems living on the street, because some men come and rape her and others deceive her. Then she ends up finding herself pregnant. Now she is a mother of 3 and she has no idea about how she's going to raise them.
Abana batatu.
Imyaka ingahe?
Mfite 26.
Of course, her children don't go to school. She doesn't have money to pay for their school fees, and she also hardly knows who their fathers are, what they do, or where they even live, which makes her case even more complicated.
Banjye bakiga neza, nanjye nkagira ukuntu mbaho.
She says that having children is something that she has never imagined of doing. This is because they live in a very poor and bad situation. It happens that men take her for granted. To solve this problem, she had to go to the hospital and use family planning methods to disable her body from getting pregnant. And that makes her feel safe now, because she gets pregnant no more. Her mother says that though cancer has no cure, and all that she is waiting for right now is death, she at least wants to spend her last days in a peaceful life, which seems impossible since they have no food, clothes, jobs, and neither do they have a home. Sometimes they just sit and wait for hunger to kill them, but eventually, somehow they end up getting food in one way or another. They hardly take a bath or even change clothes and anything of that sort, because they can't access it in any way. They lay a cloth on the ground, and that's where they spend their night because they have no mattress. They live in a very unpleasant life that anyone wouldn't wish to live in. Eating food is not something they do twice per day, and sometimes they don't even get anything to eat. She says all that she's asking for right now is someone that would help her with food, clothes, a home, or anything of that sort, in order to take care of her daughter and her 3 grandchildren. She says that that would make her more grateful and it would mean the world to her.
Nanjye nagira inzu yanjye, abana banjye bakiga neza, nanjye nkagira ukuntu mbaho.
Never call people your family. Never call people your friends. Never call people your neighbors. Let your tough times introduce people to you. Most people want to see you doing better, but not doing better than them. You can only be jealous of someone who has something you think you ought to have yourself. Often those that criticize others reveal what he himself lacks. They will always be willing to hurt you, put you down, gossip about you, belittle your accomplishments, and judge your soul. Thank you for watching Afrimax English. This is Prince. Do not forget to subscribe.